most of you guys know this, but there's a small group of people on the planet that are running the whole show. It's one world government right now, for the most part. It is not, there is no World War III that's coming because the world isn't at war with itself. Most countries are being run by a small group of people that have already taken over most of the world. To have a World War III, would mean that the powers that be aren't already controlling the entire planet, and they are. Sure, they may bicker once in a while, but I don't think we quite understand. They've already taken over. They're going to pit certain countries against other countries, but they're pitting other countries against other countries for more control, for more greed. It's all played out. It's a game. And so it's not that humanity doesn't have the ability to get along with each other. It's not that humanity is at war with each other. It's not that humanity can't get along. That's not what's happening. Humanity, 99.9% of humanity could get along, regardless of beliefs, religion, any of that. They could get along. It's the small percentage of humans that have taken over the entire world that are controlling what humans think. They're controlling the narrative. They're telling people what to be afraid of, who to hate, who to love, how to be, and that is what is creating the illusion of what we're seeing on the planet. Humans themselves are innately good. Humans themselves innately get along, no matter what. It is the narratives that are being told to a planetary body. This group thinks this group thinks this group thinks this. That is how they keep us in a divide, perpetuate victim mentality, and keep us disempowered. And then we blame each other for what we're going through when it has nothing to do with ourselves. It has everything to do with a small group of people. And so how do we change this? First of all, we start recognizing that. We start recognizing that this has nothing to do. If you are brainwashed into believing that people can't get along based on their religion, check yourself. Go ask little 5-year-olds how they're getting along. If you believe that people can't get together, can't live together based on their, the colors of their skin or their sexual orientation or, how they view the world, go ask little kids. We are programmed to believe what we believe. Deep programmed. And we don't want to say that. We don't want to say that. We want to blame other people. God forbid I should take responsibility for the fact that maybe I am mind controlled and manipulated. And I understand this isn't a fun subject to talk about, but it's part of the human evolution. Breaking free from your mind is the number one thing that you're doing here on this planet. Breaking free from the mind, which means that not only do you not believe the thoughts, you just recognize thoughts, but you question every single story, every story. You question everything that you're told. You question every way in which the world is being sold to you. Think this, feel this. If we don't do this all the time, over and over again, 24/7 within our own being and within the external world, we'll continue to get bamboozled. This is how refined this control is on the planet. Let's just keep them distracted with, what this is, this is coming up, and this is coming up, and this is coming up, and you know, these people are doing this, and this is happening, and this is happening, blah, blah, freaking blah. It just keeps you distracted. And so we're constantly being asked to come back to ourselves. How often do you feel your breath? How often are you in the body? How deeply do you know yourself? How often are you asking the you that you think you are, what am I feeling right now? What am I running from? What am I afraid to be in? What's not okay right now in my world? Invite it in. What's not okay in your world? Invite that in. If we're afraid of our own inner world, then we will continue to be controlled in the external world. And all that does is perpetuate the fear of the internal world. It's a loop. If we're afraid of our internal world, we want to escape it, then we're going to be searching for into the external world, and the external world is going to mess with your head. It's going to mess with your heart. It's going to mess with you, make you think that you're a victim. It's going to distract you. It's going to keep you out of your body. It's only going to keep you in more fear and victimhood, disempowerment. Then you try to come back into your own beingness, right? And you're afraid, and you're running from, and you're judging. Stay here. Stay in the body. Stay with you. Keep the focus here, and then pay attention to what's happening out there. But don't jump out there and abandon your own self. Don't try to fix you. Accept it. The way that we become these badass warriors that we came here to be is that we stop trying to fix ourselves. There is nothing wrong with you. Nothing. The external world wants you to believe there's something wrong with you so that you'll continue to focus on the external world, believing there's something wrong with you, because God forbid you should realize there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, and you are an absolute badass that can experience and feel anything. The moment we realize that we can feel anything and that what we think is not real is the moment we are no longer controlled.